Thursday and Friday, not looking too good. What do you guys look at to make that decision to close school if you end up doing it?
Yeah, obviously we look at a lot of data points. One being, your station's forecast, and y'all got great weather folks that are able to give us pretty good, accurate data. But as always, we want to make sure we get tires on the ground, and so we're going to make sure that we drive early mornings before we make any decisions. Obviously, if we can make a decision, the precipitation starts following. The night before or night prior, we can, but we always want to make sure that we're driving the roads, including the superintendent of schools, who ultimately has to make the decision.
Mm-hmm. Is it usually a day of thing, or is it looking like a tomorrow morning thing for this storm?
Yeah, I don't, it really just depends. The models have been just all over the place. And again, we don't just look at one set of data, but a lot of different models. And so it really just depends upon, what it looks like right now. I mean, to make a decision right now with the sun shining and no clouds and no moisture on the ground, it just doesn't fit into our plans. One is because we've got to make so many considerations on a school system our size. Certainly different parts of the city as well. We got city, we've got rural, we've got suburban thoroughfares that need to be checked accurately, and we've got 18,000 kids. We've also got 30,000 plus parents as well. And so, understanding that they've got to go to work, if it's just a little bit treacherous out there, we will make the right call and make sure that we make a decision, well in advance for them to make plans.
Tomorrow and Friday, not looking so good. How will you make the decision to close school if you end up doing that?
So we sent out a message earlier in the week to all of our parents and our students and kind of let them know, hey, Thursday and Friday was showing the potential for bad weather, and so to have a plan in place. So we started that communication early. This afternoon we're going to meet with our transportation director and our chief of police here in the school district, and then we'll make that determination and send that out. So we look at a variety of forecasts that come up, and then we make the best possible decision that we can. Good thing about our calendar is we've got 7 days built into the schedule, so if we have to take a couple of days off due to bad weather, we don't have to come back and make those days up later on for the students. So we're in good shape on that, so we can play this pretty conservatively.
Mm-hmm. Do you have to, do you anticipate making that decision later today, or would it be?
Yeah, we try the best of our ability to make that decision later in the afternoon. That way it just gives parents an opportunity to plan. A lot of things have changed since I was a kid. I remember having to get up early in the morning and you'd watch the news, and we'd turn into Channel 7, watch Horace McQueen, and wait till Mineola scrolled across, and that's changed a lot since then. So we try to be as proactive as we possibly can, get that information out to the parents ahead of time so they make plans for their kids, because some of them will still have to go to work. So,
what is the determining factor for you guys usually in situations like this?
Usually if we're going to have any type of winter mixture, anything that can cause problems on the roads, it's just not worth the risk having our buses on the roads, and especially a lot of the county roads. A lot of the heavily traveled roads, those aren't the problems. It's the county roads that see a lot of shade, get a lot of accumulation, that is where a lot of our students and our parents live. So those can be problems not for just one day, but a couple of days afterwards.
How will you guys make the decision to close school if you do?
Well, it's certainly a tough call for school districts and school superintendents. We just got to look at the forecast. We use several resources, that to give us that forecast, and then we also monitor the road. We actually get out and drive the roads real early and look at the forecast, and we just have to make a call, and hopefully it's the right call for everybody. It's certainly a tough decision.
Mm-hmm. And I'm sure that parents will be notified in all this normal ways.
Yeah, communication is so much better than it was 20 years ago. We're able to, to do instant call-outs. We can call every parent, every household in about 5 minutes. Of course, social media is just fantastic. Facebook, Twitter, X, all those different ones. We post instantly on our websites and stuff. So communication is not an issue anymore. Everybody's got social media, and so we can get that information quickly. It's just weather in East Texas, it can certainly change, and forecasts change so rapidly. So we're just constantly monitoring. But this one looks like the forecast is it's going to be a last-minute decision, and we'll just have to keep monitoring, and hopefully we'll make the right decision for everybody.
That was going to be my question. Do you anticipate this is going to be kind of a tomorrow thing, or maybe a later today thing?
Well, it look like it's hitting about the time we're picking up kids or dropping off kids at school. So that's a tough time for us to make that decision. So again, we're going to have to make an early morning decision, it looks like, and you know, and hopefully, you know, the weather holds one way or the other. We get a lot of snow or ice, or we get no snow or ice. That's the way the superintendents want it.